はい、ミスタービッグは1991年の日本公演の模様から1曲ご覧いただきましたが、レーベルを通じてね、インタビューできないかってことはね、スタッフの方からお願いしてたみたいなんですよ。そしたらエリックがいいよなんて言ってね、これどこで撮ったものなんでしょうか。車の中でなんかね、一応撮ってくれたって。よくエリック申し訳ないね、ほんとね。ほらもう日本のファンがね待ってんのよ。やっぱりあれでお別れしたくないっていうファンだっているしね。それでは皆さん、エリック・マーティンのインタビューをご覧ください。
Hey Masahiro, this is Eric Martin, and I'm driving with my partner here, David Cottrell, and we're on an acoustic tour in Spain. I just got off the road with Avantasia after about 4 weeks on the road. And I'm going to answer your first question. Your question was, what did I think of the performance at Budokan, the last show with Mr. Big? Well, I thought it was an excellent show. It was a wonderful crowd, but I didn't feel anything at the beginning. I felt, oh, this is like another great rock and roll show in Japan. And then when Billy Sheehan started to talk about each member of the band and you know what the Japanese fans meant to us and all that, that's when I started to get a little bit of a tear in my eye, and I knew that, oh man, it's over. And I've said this before, and I mean it to the bottom of my heart, I hate the end of anything. So I felt a little bittersweet because we were having such a great time on the road, and all the fans were coming out to see us, and then ending it in Japan. I mean, I wish we would have paid more shows actually in Japan, and I hope we can someday. That's my GPS tracker. I hope someday that we can come back. You know, after a few years, maybe 5 years down the road. But I don't think that'll ever happen, and that's when I kind of went, this is it. And I was kind of sad, you know. I mean, I'll continue to play the music of Mr. Big, you know. It's what I do. It's what I'm doing on the road right now. And I'm kind of like keeping the torch burning for the new generation of rock and roll fans. You know, turning them on to Mr. Big. But it won't be the same without Billy and Paul and even Nick. But, you know, even last night when I introduced me and Dave, I go, I like to introduce my drummer, Pat Torkey, you know, because he's always there in spirit. And out of everything that I've done with Mr. Big, I think I'll miss him the most. All right. Question number 2. Have I accomplished everything with Mr. Big? Yeah, I've been all over the world about 10 plus times. I've written a ton of songs that I'm really happy with. I've got, you know, some hits on the radio that is the gift that keeps on giving and keeps me out on the road making a living for me and my family. I've done really well in Mr. Big. I wish that truthfully, I wish we didn't break up after Richie Kotzen left. You know, I wish we would have maybe tried to get Paul back during those years, or like that 5 or 6, 7 period, 7-year period. And we got back together in 2009, but like a big bunch of years, we could have done something, and I don't know if we could have been as big as Bon Jovi, but, you know, we would have had a really big chance. That's the one regret that I have, that took forever to get back together, to be truthful. But I always feel like that I think we could have done one more record. You know, the last record, 10, was great, but you know, just never really finished. It's not the big finish for me. I wanted to do one more record. And then after that, I'll probably do one more record. All right. Question number 3 says, you know, how did I get involved with the Noto earthquake disaster, and the charity, and the auction? How did I hear about it? Well, I heard about it on the news in the world. And everything Japan concerns me. I love Japanese people. You know, do what I can. What I do is like I wrote the song "The World Is on the Way" for the tsunami earthquake that happened years ago in the Sendai area. And Paul Gilbert wrote that song "Forever in Our Hearts," which is just a beautiful sentiment, and gave it to the Red Cross. And then we heard about the auction. My manager Tim contacted us and said that, you know, hey, you guys should give up some of your guitars, you know, drum stuff, and, you know, Eric maybe give up your microphone or, you know, acoustic guitars or whatever. And I was using my microphone, or I was using my mic stand and my acoustic guitar on the MR.BIG tour. And one day I will give it up when all these tours are over. But I had a mic stand with the, you know, with my little famous steering wheel at the bottom, and I gave that up. That was a microphone stand that I had in 1989 to around 94, I think. And like some of the first tours that I did in Japan, so I gave that. Some of my clothes that I wore on stage in the 90s, and my iconic Converse Chuck Taylor All-Star shoes, the black leather ones, and I signed them. I had like a couple pairs of those, and you know, gave those to the charity. I'm hearing from our management that it did pretty good, but this is not over. Just because the charity and the auction are over now, there's so much that we can still do, and I'm going to do it. So that, you know, the next time that I go to Japan, I'm going to see what I can do to, you know, keep taking care of these folks in Noto, because it's just tragic what happened. I'm here for you, Japan. Question number 4, which you're asking about the backstory of the song "Forever in Our Hearts." Well, the real story, you gotta ask the main man himself, Paul Gilbert. He wrote the song. But I think what he's trying to say, convey, is the love connection that we have with the Japanese people, Japanese fans, Japanese friends that have come to see us over the years. You know, this song stands the test of time, and it's not dedicated to anyone else except our Japanese fans, because we love them dearly.